Do you have your anatomy book? Maybe I know Jesus. He said no for me now. Maybe the anatomy book got burnt. What book again? Huh? Bioganic Marcelina. All the books got burnt, but the word of God did not burn. I came to tell you that the heaven and earth shall pass away, but the word of God shall never pass away. I came to tell you that the leaf will wither, the flower will fade, but the word of God shall remain forever. Put your trust in God's word. It can never burn. Oh, it can never burn. Let me give you the last point. Worship is a spiritual activity. Go to my next slide. Let me give you a revelation that will rescue you. Now this one I think I need to teach. There is a revelation that I've had. I showed you what we thought being spiritual was. Carrying your Bible. It's like you are doing gymnastics. It's like you are doing drama. I've been there before, so I know what I'm talking about. All the acrobatics. Listen. The greatest antagonist to your spiritual growth is not the devil. I heard a story of a young brother. Maybe he was about to mention his name. A pastor was preaching, and then the young brother came to the pastor, asking the pastor for forgiveness of sin. The pastor said, "What did you do?" I said, "I did it again." He said, "How did you do it?" I said, "I held the lady's hand to the hotel." He said, "Then what happened?" He said, "I removed my belt, I removed my trouser, and I did it." And he said, "Who made you do it?" He said, "The devil." Then the pastor said, "Is it the devil that took you to the hotel? Is it the devil that held your hand to remove the belt?" People of God, let us not be deceived. Oh, let us not be deceived. The devil is there crying, "Hey, me again." The least thing we do, the devil. The least thing you think. Listen. I'm preaching a message. Watch this. Until we get to a point where we realize that the number one enemy of our spiritual growth is not the devil, but our flesh. We will keep on going back to the things and always shed the responsibility to the enemy. We will always blame the devil for things that we did, and we will never get our deliverance from it. It's a very deep thing I've told you. Watch this. The greatest enemy. Listen, whatever you want to do that you cannot do. Paul wrote and said, "What a wretched man I am. Because what I want to do, I cannot do. That which I do not want to do, that is what I find myself doing." It is not the spirit, it's not the foul spirit, it's not the demon. It's not the devil in your room. It's your flesh. Now let me take my time and teach you something about the flesh. The flesh in the Greek is translated as sarx. Now, watch me. Let me tell you something. The Greek translation wants you to have an understanding of what they are talking about when they say the flesh. The flesh basically means the physical body. Now, when you check Bible literature, the best explanation they give us about the flesh is that the physical body functioning as an entity. Now watch this. What does the Bible have to say about the flesh? Paul says that the flesh is the body of a person in totality, which is dominated by sin. That is what the Bible is saying. So your flesh from creation is dominated by sin. When they gave birth to you, your flesh was being dominated by sin. That is why David said, "In sin did my mother conceive me. In sin did my mother give birth to me." Until you come to Jesus, you will do things you will never understand. Because your flesh is dominated. I've never seen a young boy, they gave birth to him, and then Jeffrey, the guy just came to church holding a microphone and preaching. But I've seen a young boy, they gave birth to a man of God, and he's trying to hold the lady, he's trying to steal things. The flesh from the beginning is dominated by sin. When we're growing up, they had to teach us not to steal meat in the soup. They had to teach us. When we're growing up, they had to teach us to be careful about the things we watch. Because your flesh already, from the origin, from the beginning, is dominated by sin. It's dominated by sin. Please do not put makeup on it. Do not put medicure on it. Do not put manicure. It is dominated by sin. And we need deliverance from Jesus. It is dominated by sin. Look at what Martin Luther Say, my projector lady is doing something else. Irene, give me the next slide, please. Martin Luther said flesh equates to affections and desires that run contrary to God. Am I telling you something today? Listen, the reason why you need to give your life to Christ and then ask God for God to help you. Oh God, how I'm going to conclude this? Have mercy on me. It's because, thank you for your attention. Your flesh, as it is, it knows only one thing, that is sin. That is sin. That is why we need to walk in the Spirit. Now, how does a child that they gave birth to begin to do one thing or the other? Their flesh grows. The same way your body is growing, the flesh grows. I can't stay here for long. One, what you hear grows or keeps your flesh moving. Oh God, this thing works like magic. Haven't you seen you went to a place and the person told you that, I want to do this thing. And when you go back home, you feel like going to do it. It's the flesh. It has gotten an affinity to that information and it will use it to grow. What you hear conditions your mind. That is why the Bible says that the entrance of the word giveth light. And it brings understanding to the simple. That is why the Bible says that your word have I hidden in my heart, that I might not sin against you. That is why the Bible says that faith cometh by hearing, and by the hearing of the word of God. Without hearing the word of God, your faith will not come. Your flesh will always dominate you. What you watch. What you watch. One day, I did an interview some time back. And then they asked me, have I been to a Bible school before? I said, no. I said, have you? I said, no. Just from high school, university, then this place. I said, then how come you are preaching? I said, I told the person my story. When I gave my life to Christ, all my friends were gang. Gangsters. All of them left me. This guy is Kolo, he has fallen into that soup. He has gone astray. He has become demonized. All of them left me. And I kept on watching Christian clips, watching Christian messages. I watched them day and night. Day and night. Never been to a Bible school before. But what you watch, you become. Let me hit it again. Oh, I want to tell you about a man called Ted Bundy. When you go home, go and check him out. Ted Bundy. Write it. He was a necrophile. Jeff, you know who a necrophile is? Brown. You know who a necrophile is? Necro is from the word necrosis. File is from file, to like. Oh, we are science students. We are medical doctors. Ted Bundy, man of God, was attracted to dead women. I wanted to conclude like this, but then you have pushed me. He was a necrophile. He was a rapist. He was an abused, a person that used to abuse women. He died in 1989. They electrocuted him and then he died. Before he died, he had an opportunity to tell a story. He said when he was 12 years, 13 years, he went out, Valentina. When he went out, he saw a paper on the ground. He picked it. It was a soft, pornographic paper. He went to read it, watch it. Went on from reading and watching it to now watching the videos of it. He said the pornographic movie he watched, he didn't watch the soft one. He watched the hard one. The violent one. Now let me tell you this. I was going to preach in my former school. And I sat in the bus. God told me that go and tell the people that pornography is one of the things that is killing the people in our generation. I can go on and tell you that the way somebody gets addicted to cocaine, that is the same way someone gets addicted to pornography. When you watch pornography, certain chemicals are released. Oxytocin, serotonin, all these neurotransmitters are released. You get addicted to it. And you cannot break away from it. People, even in marriage, use pornography. And it's wrong. Oh, can I hit it again? This guy, Ted Bundy, abused ladies. After sleeping with them, abused them, beat them, killed them. The last statement of Ted Bundy is that when I went to prison, every man I saw in prison said he was addicted to pornography. Every man he met. What you watch, you become. Can I hit it again? What you watch, you become. What you hear condition your mind. What you feed on grows. What you starve does not grow. If a child, they give birth to a child, he's always in church, praying, Bible. The child will not know so many things. But they give birth to the child, they take him out. He gets exposed. The flesh grows. I have a lot of these Ted Bundy stories I wanted to tell you. A lot of them. And Nick Crawford, when the lady dies, he goes to the mortuary. The lady by now is decaying with maggot, but he cannot control himself. It's not a demon. When they were interviewing Ted, I wanted Ted to say that the devil did it. It's not the devil, it's the flesh. He said that he was addicted to pornography. That thing grew in him. Hey, the flesh is very dangerous. The flesh is very dangerous. I saw a lady. Hey, can someone ever teach one? I saw a lady. He said he grew up with so much hatred. Hatred. Because they always abuse her. Her father abused her and beat her. One day when she grew up, when she was of age, 23, 24, she invited the father to her house. Oh God, have mercy. When the father came, when the father opened the door, the first thing the lady did was that the lady threw a knife at the father. Said, "Cut it for me to see." Told the father, "Cut the knife for me to see." The father said, "What have I done?" He said, "You are the source of my problems." And he killed the father. Stabbed the father to death. Not one, countless times. When they asked the lady what was the problem, he said, "I was abused. And anytime what I do is that I just run away from people and I just go, I eat, I just watch things that will fill me up with negative thoughts." And I began to do the things that I used to do. People of God, we are living in a time whereby we are associating the devil for everything. The devil. The flesh. The flesh is wicked. When we say come to church, don't say, at least you will get an environment that will cause your spirit to grow. That's why we say come to church. Because if we leave the flesh, I've seen it before. I want to hit my point. My point might be the last one. When we leave you and we leave the flesh, what you metamorphose into, we will have to run away from here. What you will metamorphose into, the flesh is very wicked. Go to my next slide. Tell them about walk in the spirit. And do not fulfill the lust of the flesh. Oh God, look at the acts, the works of the flesh. I think I was telling you a story. I was not telling you a story. I was telling you the reality. Watch me. Adultery, fornication, uncleanness. You know, I checked. What is the meaning of uncleanness? Dirty. Let's not spiritualize it. When you are dirty, it is an act of the flesh. You don't take your bath. You don't clean your teeth. You don't have a mouthwash. You don't use a deodorant. Oh, say, "Lord, have mercy." Oh, don't spiritualize it. Oh, that guy is spiritual. Every time he's praying, now even take your bath, my brother. Be careful. Don't spiritualize it. Don't put perfume on it. Don't put it on it. It's an uncleanness. The flesh loves death. That is why when we were growing up, they used to teach us to go and take a shower. Oh, stop looking at me like that. I remember my elder sister used to tell me, "Sammy, go and take a shower." I said, "I won't take a shower." My mother would say, "Sammy, go and take a shower." I said, "I won't shower. I won't take my bath. Is it my fault?" We used to, "Oh, don't look at me. You have done some before. You have done some before." That is the flesh. Let me go another step ahead. They'll tell you, "Go and brush your teeth." Here, you brush your teeth. The flesh always wants death. And people have grown with it. Now we are medical doctors. I will not disgrace you. But if you don't take a shower, don't spiritualize it. You will not hate it. Licentiousness. It's a big word. Let me break it down. Lewdness. Lewdness. Let me first take the first word. Licentiousness means unrestrained sexual desire, prone to random sex. Another meaning of licentiousness is lewdness. When you dress and then you want to be naked. Can I hit it again? When you dress and you want to be naked. Like the way I'm preaching. Then I've come to you, and then my shirt, I've torn my shirt some way. Me, I don't have muscles. I don't have muscles. Lewdness. Oh, haven't you seen it? It's in both men and women. It is a desire of the flesh. It is a desire of the flesh. You want to remove yourself. And then unrestrained sexual desire. Hey, this message I'm preaching, may God have mercy on you. Unrestrained, prone to random sex. I was listening to a message with somebody, and the man of God was explaining a spirit called the dog spirit. I'll still preach. I'll still preach. I'll not be distracted. Amen. I'll still preach. Now watch this. He was explaining something called the dog spirit. Now the dog spirit is what makes you want to have sex anywhere and everywhere. Even in the office. You want to. He said that the dog spirit is what makes men and women that are married, they have a matrimonial home, want to have sex even in the car. The desires of the flesh. And a lot of people think that marriage is a solution to the problem. Now listen to me now, watch this, please. I'm trying my best to communicate to you. Give me your attention. There are a lot of distractions going on now. You are not distracting me, you are not doing, you are just, the Lord is our strength. Now, I'll finish all my sentences. Maybe that's where the distraction is coming from. Idolatry. Idols. We idolize things. Idolatry simply means that you admire something to the extent that that thing becomes a god for you. You will kill for that thing. You will reference the thing. Sorcery, magic, superstition, hatred, contentions, argument, disagreement, argument, contention, conflict, tension. Contentions are the things that are bringing war everywhere you find them. Jealousy, outbursts of wrath, selfish ambitions, they are all the works, the acts of the flesh. Dissensions, subject to disagreement. People that are supposed to agree, disagreeing. Heresies. Heresy simply means that you depart from a belief. You depart from something that is a standard. You depart from the word. Biblical terms, you call it apostasy. Envy. Murder is above, you see this. Murder. Drunkenness. Revelries. Hey, let me not bite my tongue. Revelries. Now, revelry simply means unrestrained merrymaking. Unrestrained merrymaking. They cannot control it. Every time they have to be having merrymaking, having party. No, let's be careful. If mention party, we are in trouble in this place. But that's what it means. Honestly. Amen? Give me my next slide. Jesus. These are all the acts of the flesh. Outbursts of wrath, murder, drunkenness, jealousy. This thing doesn't come so clear. Uncleanness, dirty. Fornication, sorcery, adultery, or fornication altogether. Now let's go to the next slide. Man of God, how do I walk in the spirit? A few things I will say from here. One, study the word. Tell them about study the word. When you study the word, you grow your spirit. Hallelujah. Keep a fasting life. How many of us fast at least once in a week? Folks, let me see your hand. God bless you, Joshua. How many of us fast? Hallelujah. Amen. Hallelujah. Paul, God bless you. Jeffrey, God bless you. Get a day you fast. Oh, I was talking to someone else like, when do you get a day you fast? One person I admire his passion is the man of God. I will not miss words. When it comes to fasting, if you want to catch the fasting anointing, see him after church. Hallelujah. If you want to catch that anointing, some of us are trying. But we need to fast. We need to fast. All the time. Keep assembling together as believers. Listen, let us gather together, pray together. Let us meet with service. Let's go together. Let's pray together. Church, let's not miss church. Keep on winning one for Jesus, man of God. You are walking in the spirit when you win one for Jesus. Keep on interceding. Giving is a spiritual exercise. Oh, I never knew it. This morning, whilst we were doing the praise, the lady just came and said, this is a pledge I pledged. And then she gave it. Our factory has not even come. She's walking in the spirit. Now let me end my message like this. Go to my next slide. Watch this. Give me attention. This is where I end. The fruit of the Spirit and the gift of the Holy Spirit. Let's not get them twisted. I want to really preach here, but my time is up. There is a difference between the fruit of the Spirit and the gift of the Spirit. Let's not go into homiletics. Let us not go into hermeneutics. Let's take English grammar. Fruit and gift. Can I get somebody to man of God come? I give this to him. This is a gift. Stand here. Come. Ibigo. Come, Ibigo, come. God bless you. God bless you. Now, I want to give Ibigo a fruit. Oh, watch me, watch me. I want to give Ibigo a fruit. What I have to do is that I have to go get a seed. Plant the seed. Let the seed germinate into a plant. Let it bear branches, leaves, flowers, and it will now bear fruit. And I'll pluck the fruit and I'll give it to Ibigo. Did you hear that? But the gift, he just came and I gave the gift to him. He might not have even asked me for it, man of God. There is a difference between the fruit of the Spirit and the gift of the Spirit. A lot of us have the gift of the Spirit, but we do not have the fruit of the Spirit. Because for the fruit, you have to work for it. It doesn't just come when you wake up. Love doesn't just come when you wake up one day. Hatred, bitterness are there. So before love can come, you need to plant the seed of love. Pour water on the seed. Let the seed germinate. Let it become a plant. Then now you can pluck the fruit of love from it. Am I preaching at all? I can just call you and say, I give you a gift. The cure for commonness, by God's grace, did not bend. A gift, take it. It's a gift. He didn't even ask for it. No, I'm not giving it. You can take it. You don't even ask for it, man of God. Give me my next slide. Let me conclude like this because my time is up. You can have the gift without the fruit. One day I was brushing my teeth. Man of God, a very strange thing happened. I was brushing my teeth. I'm trying my best though. I'm trying, I'll do it. I was brushing my teeth. Then God told me that, Sammy, do you know that the greatest or the most spiritual person is not the person that can prophesy. It's not the person that can heal the sick. That is why the world is constantly making noise about the church. Why is this guy preaching but he's still doing this? He told me that, Sammy, the most spiritual person is the person that has self-control. He can say, I won't do it, and I won't do it. He can say, I will pray, and I'll pray. He can say, today, I will teach, and he will teach. The most spiritual person. He said the gift, he even told Job that in the last days I'll pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Everybody can get the gift. Haven't you seen somebody who has never been to church but is prophesying? Bible says that when Saul the king went into the company of the prophets, he started prophesying. But Saul was rejected by God. How are the mighty fallen? We think that the presence of the gift is an automatic sign that the fruit is there. It's a lie. The fact that you can preach and prophesy, the fact that you come to church does not mean that you have the fruit of the Holy Spirit. This is the time for us to work for the fruit. Love, joy, peace, kindness, gentleness, long-suffering, self-control, meekness. We need it. Let me conclude like this. Why did I preach this message, Joshua?
apart from Ted Bundy, I read about a doctor called Gosnell. Gosnell was a medical doctor. This one released to us. He said he will commit an abortion. Sometimes the ladies are 10. And then he delivers the baby. And then he uses scissors to cut their spinal cord from their neck. And then he kills them. They sentenced him and they killed him. His last words are, that is what I began my life. I shared the first day I preached from holidays about the gynecologist that used to take pictures with his watch. People of God, the flesh, you can come to church, dress. But if you do not give the spirit a chance, you'll be preaching but stealing. You'll be preaching but doing something else. Listen, this is the time for us to walk in the spirit. If we want to grow as a church, let's not cover it up. I'm telling you. I conclude like this. Oh God, have mercy on me. One day, a young lady, maybe her name, I will not remember. The mother died. The mother had a seizure or something and she died. When the mother died, the lady was crying, oh, please help me. Please help me. A very old man, maybe 45, 46. All these things I'm telling you, if you go to my notes, I can give you references. Oh, please help me. The man entered the room and said, what happened? He said, my mother help me. The man took the small girl, raped the small girl. After raping the small girl was in tears. He raped the mother that was dead. The acts of the flesh. Close your eyes. Don't take these things for granted. What the pictures we saw, the acts of the flesh, the works of the flesh. The world is not a safe place for us anymore. People are killing. People are dying. The act of the flesh is ruling. The church is gradually crippling down because we are not walking in the spirit. I want you to close your eyes. Yes, you are the Lord, Most High. Yes, you are the Lord, Most High. Perfect. Yes, you are the Lord, Most High. Yes, you are the Lord, Most High. Yes, you are. Yes, you are the Lord, Most High. Yes, you are the Lord. You are the Lord, Most High. Yes, you are. Yes, you are the Lord, Most High. Yes, you are the Lord, Most High. For the last time, yes, you are the Lord, Most High. Yes, you are. Yes, you Close your eyes. The reason why I always try to come to church, the reason why I want to pray,
is that if I'm to tell you my story, where I would have been by now, maybe I would have been in prison. Maybe I'd have been like a dog walking on the street. But God saved me. That is why I always yearn to get closer to Him. I am nobody without Him. I can be like those 10 bandits if not for the grace of God. My flesh would have taken me astray. That is why I come to church. I'm not perfect. I come to church because I need Him. I need Him. I've seen my friends. I've seen the things they are doing now. I just need Him. I just need Him. I just need Him. I just need Him. The world is filled with so much wickedness that I need Him. That is all I live for. That is all I want in life. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord. Yes, Lord.
The presence of the Lord is here. God is in our midst. I'm hearing audibly. Jeff, can you do your feet? I see 2 angels here, one behind you, and one here. They are the bush. On this line, can you be on your feet? Or you can be on your feet? Yeah, be on your feet. Can you all be on your feet for me? There's angel of the Lord here. Yeah, this line, I want you to be on your feet. Yeah, everybody here. I want to pray for you. I want to pray for you. There's a strong connection. Something here. The angel of the Lord is pushing here. 2 angels. They will shake and I don't know. Open your mouth and pray. Open your mouth and pray.
Open your mouth and pray.